Even the thought of it makes me want to boogie.
So the bar exam results are out and it's not looking pretty. We have a 21% pass rate. Only 397 people out of 1,834 passed. That's insane. Like not even 50%, 25%. We have the most failed unit being professional ethics. Now Walitu won. The first day I remember being in KSL, they showed us like the statistics of how people performed last year. 2024, professional ethics was also the worst performed. Which is crazy because I don't know if you've ever done like a professional ethics unit, but it's usually the simplest one. Ironically, it's the one that's making the most people fail. I'm very grateful to be part of the 21%. I got my 9 Ps, alhamdulillah. And I attribute all of my success to God because, not to mention, I was chronically online throughout. This is my theory on why I think I made it. The first thing I'd say is luck. I think any person who's been to KSL will tell you that it all depends on bahati yako. Tell me why I got a 50 flat, you need a 50 to pass. And that's what differentiated me from a person who got 49. 1 mark ya kukosesha 9 Ps. Like, you know, that's actually kind of mimi haingiani kwenye akili. On the night of exams, I was lucky enough to have a friend send me this tutor that said, since professional ethics is so simple, they kind of have to mark it a little stricter. You have to ground every single thing you're saying, you have to ground it either in case law or the law. SOPEC, you need to use that. You need to kind of show that I am getting my sources from here for you to pass professional ethics. I was lucky enough, otherwise, if I didn't, ingekuwa ninakwenda kuandika shenanigans zangu hapo na ingekuwa ni hivyo. The same thing goes for orals. You can't control your panelists. You're just lucky enough to have a good panel. You're lucky enough to know all the questions they ask. You understand? Even your project work, you can't control your farm members. And anything can happen. I swear to God, with KSL, be prepared for anything to happen. So, number one, your luck. And I think it really helps to pray a lot. Have God by your side. Come and charity. Give a lot of charity. Help other people. Now, like, just give goodness in the world and hope that goodness comes back to you. Now, let's talk about the conventional advice. Any advice that anyone will give you when you're doing any exam, like, oh, work hard. You know, ukiingia KSL, first thing you need to do, you need to study from day one. It might be true, but I think more importantly, what people need to be telling each other is you need to learn yourself deeply. Like, you need to know yourself very deeply and your learning styles and your pressure points and your weaknesses and your strengths. You need to sit down and analyze, look at all of the exams you've done in the past, see what you did wrong, see what worked, see what didn't work, implement it happen. You need to know yourself. Because personally, I did not study from day one. I knew that it took a certain amount of pressure for me to lock in. Of course, I put in the work, like Saturdays zingine, you know, do the thing. But then, ukishajijua that mimi I'm a visual learner. Me personally, I'm a visual learner. So I made some charts to help me memorize. Kama where you're an audio learner. There's people offering all kinds of courses online. You can join a tutoring service. And like, as long as you retain that information, you understand it, and you can explain it. But kama with drafting, I never started drafting until third term ndo nikaandika the Republic of Kenya. Accounting, I don't know if it's okay to admit this, but I didn't do any accounting question on the exam. None. And I was okay. I said, no, I'm sorry, no. It's not really about working hard, I would say. It's more about working smart. And working smart includes knowledge about yourself, knowledge about the unit, knowledge about the exam. And I also want to talk about balancing all of the units, because some people are saying that they got 70s in certain units, but then they failed one. So I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. I was playing around hapo 50, 60. I don't think I even got a 70, but I have my 9 Ps. You need to keep a balance, you know? Play, cheza na zote, venye zafa kuchezewa. You get what I'm saying? You really don't have to be that smart. You don't have to be extraordinary to pass the bar. I feel like you just have to be very strategic and lucky. I also want to talk about participation in class and presence during Mamboya project work and orals, because it kind of, okay, project work, you work on it for the first term, it kind of sets you into that mindset of understanding things. As long as you understand things and the processes, first step is understanding, second step is memorizing. If you skip to cramming na huja understand, because like daily questions are very much application. You need to apply knowledge from different parts, put them together, ndota get through. If you're cramming, you kind of understand it in only one lens, and that's very dangerous. So think of it holistically. If you know about everything kidogo kidogo kuna venye, you also have to use your writing skills, your communication skills to convince whoever is reading that I know what I'm talking about. If you can convince them of that, I think you'll be fine.